Yeah. Welcome to West Coast We Active Podcast, number one independent podcast in the world. I need you to go to westcoastreactive.com, number one independent website in the world. Why, you ask? Because it's me, Big Silencer, DJ Heavenly, Jaron Draws, and the whole family. Tune in, stay active, don't miss out, get some merch, freshen up. Summertime's coming. We need to stay busy. Much love to y'all. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, do all that good stuff, and get at me. Y'all. We got motherfucking the conclusion.
My
PDH
guy.
Entertainment in the building.
Yes, sir. What it do, my guy? How you been?
Man, I'm doing great. Staying active, staying busy.
Yes,
I'm happy
sir.
to get this podcast off the ground now. And
Uh,
an honor to have you in the building, man. Because
Thank you.
you booked me to a couple of your events. You're a busy man behind the scenes. There's nothing much you haven't done,
Facts.
and
Appreciate it,
it's an
bro.
honor to know you, my G. So let's
Appreciate it.
let's get into it and talk about your story a little bit.
Yes,
Who is the conclusion? Where does he come from, and how did he get into the hip hop scene?
So I started. I come from Venice, California. Feel me?
Okay.
I'm a beach boy. Feel me? I started professionally making music in 2003. Mold. But yeah, I went professional. Like, start getting paid for it. Took it to the stage. By 2003, I started with DJing actually.
Okay.
Really, I got turntables when I was 13 years old. Started DJing, feel me? And went from house parties to throwing clubs, pretty much. And like by 2000, I had a radio station interview. I mean, like a radio station situation. Feel me? I was a radio personality. Um, so then from there, I was leveraging that to pretty much put my music out. Feel me? So yeah, kind of just happened. I actually planned to do fashion, to be honest, in high school. That was my goal. But I think after getting shot, I kind of just landed in this lane. You know what I mean? I always wrote since I was like 13. I always wrote raps, but I didn't think I would be doing it. Feel me? I didn't. That wasn't my plan.
Damn, you said you got shot. How old were you when that happened?
15.
Damn, dog, that's way
Yeah,
too young.
yeah, I got shot 3 times, so that kind of put me. I was like in a wheelchair at the time. They were telling me I'll never walk again, so that kind of put me in a different position. Feel me? Because I was like onto math athletics shit at the time, and it took that from me. So I had to hit a different route. Then I started having to use the pen. Feel me? Then I started using it went into another zone. Feel me?
Was it all on some accidental shit, or was it just like kid drama?
Not LA shit, drive by.
Oh,
That was before the rule went in to where they couldn't do drive bys no more on some essay shit.
oh, damn.
Um, so at the time, no, it was just a drive by. So they just drove by, shot out the window, and I was who they hit. You feel me? Like, I mean, I was with a homie, but I pretty much like protected him. I threw him on the floor and jumped on top of him when they were passing by. Feel me?
Jesus.
So yeah, I just took the bullets. I don't know. Yeah, it led me to music. I think it just changed my route. Feel me?
Most definitely, most definitely. That's what's up, man. I didn't even know that about you, dog. That's crazy. You're so young. That was such. You were so young to go through that experience in life.
Yeah, bro.
How long did it take you to recover from all that?
I mean, there really is no recovering. Feel me? Like I still live with the situation, but
Yeah.
like it took me. I was in the hospital for 3.5 months. By the 3 month mark, I was walking with a walker. Feel me? Like and learning how. Like I'd have to hold bars. You know the steps they take you to learning how to walk again. First, you gotta like just use your toes with marbles. Then you got to learn how to sit on a fucking bouncing ball, and you know what I mean. It's pretty crazy, bro. So like, yeah, like actually at first they had to just put me on the tilt bed just to be able to sit me back up 90-degree angles, because after a few months laying down flat, your body, your blood don't fight gravity no more. Feel me? So
Damn.
once you have to fight gravity, you'll pass out. Your brain, you can't even do it. So yeah, it was pretty crazy process. It was pretty crazy.
And you said that situation brought you into music. How did that come about?
All right, so like I said, I was writing since I was 13. I always kind of just wrote. I would take creative writing classes, shit like that.
Mm,
But so when that happened, because I missed a lot of school being shot, feel me? I didn't get to go back to school for like I missed a semester and a half.
damn.
So like I was behind at that point when I was good, feel me? And so now I was catching up. So I was trying to double up on shit. Like they were trying to give me easy classes. Like, nah, you got to come back like this. And I was like, nah, give me two fucking English classes. Like I got shit to make up. I'm not trying to be a super duper senior. Feel me? So yeah, I went through that process. So when I was taking the two English classes, I took a creative writing course. When I took the creative writing course, the first day in the class, the teacher asked me, the assignment was write about the worst day of your life. Feel me?
Yeah.
So most of the other kids in the class were writing some kid shit. Like they had basic shit to say the worst day was not a bad day. You know what I mean? And I wrote about getting shot and wishing I had a gun to shoot back.
Oh,
And it made the teacher cry, made everybody in the class, a bunch of the students, everyone was fucked up. And I wrote that shit like I didn't do homework. I never did homework in school. So like part of my situation was when I would come to class and they would ask for the homework, I'll do that shit right then and there while they're taking attendance. Feel me? So I wrote that shit in like two minutes. Whole story about me getting shot. I wrote that shit like nothing. Just here, bam, turned it in.
mm,
She's crying. She made everyone read it in front of the class. She's crying and all type of. Everyone's tripping, and I'm just like, that was nothing. I wrote that like nothing. So then they wanted to put me in newspapers and all type of shit. You know what I mean, for my writing. And I start realizing at that point, like, yo, I got power in my pen. Feel me? Like, I just fucked up a whole classroom. Everyone's crying. Teachers crying. She stopped teaching that day. She went in the back and was crying at her desk. Feel me? So like at that point, I just stopped and was like, yo, like, I wrote that like nothing. Like that was simple. So like if I could bring out that much emotion and fuck people up, simple, it wasn't nothing. Then what could I really do with my pen? Feel me? So then I start trying to sharpen the pen and figure out what I could do. Like started taking it to different realms. Like, yo, let me try this, let me try that, let me try this. It just stumbled me to music. Like all of a sudden, next thing you know, I'm a radio show host. I dropped out of high school and started doing all that type of stuff, like doing radio host and all that. And I was just like, yo, I fuck with it. Like, let me keep going.
that's dope as fuck, man. That's so dope. And that only proves that like not only with your pen that you're a powerful person. Like no one probably ever heard of a child being shot like that. That's back in the day already. Like fuck, that's crazy as fuck. That was probably the first time she's ever heard of that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
She was a white lady, feel me? Like, so I'm sure.
I always knew that force was with you, dog. Like you are like Darth Vader and shit. Like I mean, when you show up with that mask and rock stages, I know you're a fierce beast with that. When you go to these events and you pull in the crowds, like you pull in the crowds and people come. So you have that
Appreciate
power with you, you know what I mean? And that's why you're a survivor.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate that.
You know what I mean? So how did you I mean, you met so many people. Can you talk about some of the experiences you had with hip hop?
Oh, bro. Like, so, I mean, which route? Yeah, like you said, I've done so many, so many things like behind the scenes, like not a lot of people know about. But I mean, shit, I've gotten pictures sent to me when I was working with Kendrick Lamar. Feel me? Like on the news, I didn't even know I was on the news, and people were sending me pictures. You know what I mean? Like I've been in rooms with crazy, like, okay, so that day, like, I was working with YG and I was filming for him a bunch of shit. So he calls me to do the Compton parade. I show up to go do the Compton parade. And bro, we're having fucking breakfast with like the mayor of Compton, YG, his mom, Kendrick, his whole pot, like, and then like all of the Congress people, whoever, whatever type political people that were there. And it's like us. We're like, I'm like looking around, like, what am I even doing here, bro? You know what I'm saying? But like, hip hop walked me in that building, like having breakfast with politicians. Like, I don't know, weird hip hop would take you in weird places. Like, weird. I've been in a lot of situations that I'm never thought I would even be in. You know what I mean? Picking video edits for Street Fighter. Feel me?
Damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll have me, oh yo, which one do you think which version do you think we should go with? This edit, this edit. I'm like, how am I doing? I used to play Street Fighter in the arcades, bro. Like, here I am picking which clips they should use for their company. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no.
You do big shit
Oh,
with that camera. Let's talk about that a little bit. When did you decide to pick up the camera and really get involved with the whole videography and direct?
so so in high school, shout out to Mr. Shapiro. You know what I'm saying? Venice High. He taught a lot of really big photographers photography. They have a dope photography class over there. Like you get to go in the green, in the black room and really make your film. Process your film and your print your pictures yourself, like for reals. So I started in photography. Feel me? At what was I, 13, 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
Um, so I just kept doing photography the whole time. And then one day I was working for a record label and I was doing photography, graphics, like I was doing a lot of their creative control, their like making sure everything's up to a certain standard, filmy like quality control, pretty much. So when I was doing that, I was doing photography, and one day their videographer didn't show up. Feel me?
Mm.
So they had rented all this equipment, had rented the spot, all the all the rappers are there, everybody's there, but the cameraman didn't show up, their videographer. So they just handed me the camera like, yo, could you do it? I said, yeah. Didn't know what I was doing. you know, I mean, I know how to use a camera, I'm a photographer, but I never shot a music video, like never had a video camera. So like, but this is like 12 years ago. So at the time, I'm like, okay. So I'm like, yeah, I got this. I got this. So I shot the first one, and I look for mistakes. So I seen my mistakes. I'm like, why? Why was the camera like not? It's a good camera. Why didn't I get the quality? Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go learn the laws of video versus the laws of photography, which the settings could be the opposite. Feel me? Like what you're setting your photography for is not what you set your video for, and the laws are just different. So then I had to study the art of videography versus photography and what I was doing wrong in that lane versus what I was doing in this lane. Feel me? So once I went back after the first video I did, I went back and studied, and I just wanted to right my mistakes. So after that, yeah, bro, I just studied, studied, studied. Once they put the camera in my hand again, at that point, I had as my assistant, I had the cameraman for the TV show Survivor. And then my other assistant was like, he was doing MasterCard, Visa, Nike, Reebok, like all these crazy big commercials. And these are dudes like in their late 40s, 50s, you know what I'm saying? And they're working for me as my assistant through this label. And so the first thing they do is start trying to check me, like, oh, what have you done? Da, 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 what's your resume? They're just trying to check me. Like, why am I working for you? I'm probably bigger than you. You know what I mean? Like, why are you the guy?
Right.
So I'm like, I only shot one music video before, a photographer. So they get mad, like, but then they start like trying to check my work, and they're like, but he's doing everything right.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So then I could see they're trying to use the older thing, and they were trying to just say stuff to me like, well, check my brain. So when they start trying to check me, see where I was at with it. I was playing cool, like I was humble with it, like okay, yeah, whatever, bro. They were like, yo, you would you mind if I do the next shot? Go for it, bro. Have fun. Set up the shot, dude. You got something in mind? Yeah, I got this shot in mind. Dude does some whole corny shit. Like he had the girls in the jacuzzi, and the rappers stand on the outside of the jacuzzi, like hovering over the girls.
Mm.
It was like some weird thirsty shit. But like the dude's a 40-something-year-old Asian dude who's not in hip hop. You shoot Survivor. So you don't understand that's not fly. No rapper would do that. You know what I'm saying? We're in the jacuzzi, we're with the girl. Why are you gonna stand outside? What are you doing? So he didn't understand the mentality. So then it showed clearly why I was above him. You know what I mean? Because he just didn't understand the mentality. So once we go into production, then once they seen what I was doing, the older cats ended up stepping back and they had better equipment than me. So they turned around and handed me their equipment. They're like, yo, I'll work your lighting, bro. You do what you're doing. You're killing it. Your shots are dope. Like, so I ended up having these dudes who shoot Survivor, Visa, MasterCard, and Nike. They just hand me their shit and they're like, yo, I'll work your lights for you, bro.
Damn.
So at that point, I was like, oh, I got this. You know what I mean? So then I start really investing in more equipment, like in getting, then like I said, I look at my flaws. Feel me? I'll never look at what I'm doing right. Like what I'm doing right is what I'm doing right. I don't care about that. Like I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong and fix those wrongs so it could be right. Feel me? So I've always taken myself apart, picked myself apart on everything that's a problem and try to fix it. And that's just how I worked with videos to get it to the level that I got it to. But I really started from the mud with it. Like I didn't even have equipment. I was just shooting photography. Feel me?
That's crazy as fuck, man. And you were so young, getting that respect in the game already. That's insane, G.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because this the thing is like in 2003, when I threw my first show, people don't understand that era in LA. It was me, No Can Do, um, All City Jimmy now, you know what I'm saying? Acid Rain and J Roz. Like
Mm.
we were the only youngsters around like that. You know what I mean? Everyone else was they were older. So you couldn't get on shows like we weren't getting shows like that. Like you could ask No Can Do All City Jimmy, he'll tell you he was doing the open mic
Mm.
and the battles while his older homies were performing. While Bus Driver, ACLO, everybody else, they're performing the show. We're on the open mic. We're on the we couldn't get on the bills. So in 2003, I was like, yo, I'm gonna take control, bro. Like I'm not gonna wait till they feel like oh, now we'll let you rock. So I just start throwing my own shows off the top. I got Mike Nardone to be my DJ. I was booking like A Ball One and Micah Nine and everybody, E Rule, you know what I mean? I was like, let's run it. Shapeshifters. I was like, we're just doing it through me. I'm not waiting for these LA promoters to catch up. Feel me?
That's all
Then
you
I
got to do is take advantage, put it in your hands.
man, the more you in that driver's seat, the more someone can't control your narrative. Feel me?
Damn, you couldn't have said it any better, dog.
Facts.
You want to talk about some of those big ass shows that you've done so far? I mean, I know I've rocked a big ass show that Kings of Style at the Graph Lab. That was big as fuck. But I mean,
That was fun, bro.
you know what I
That
mean?
was fun.
How'd you get
So
involved with Kendrick and all them?
So I was working for Ice T's company. I was shooting everything for Ice T's company. Feel me?
Oh, dope.
So through there, I was shooting for K Day, for um I did Fox 11. You know what I mean? I filmed Act 10 for Christine Devine. Like
Jeez.
yeah, bro. So like I've been in some places that I would never would have thought. You know what I mean? When I especially trying to you come in trying to rap and you land in these video situations. And then that took me to, like people saw me doing music videos, and then like Old Dirty Bastards people, Wu Tang hit me up to shoot for Old Dirty Bastards documentary situation. Feel me?
Yeah.
That put me in a place of surrounding with a lot of people. So once I was there shooting for Tech Nine and Freeway and uh, Dom Kennedy and Murs and Peter Rosenberg and all these people, like it just kept landing me more gigs. Like people would see me doing shit and they would be like, yo, I need him, I need him. Yo, he's everywhere. I need him, I need him. And the jobs just started coming, bro. Like I didn't even push for it. At that point, I started shooting just to maintain the homies. You know what I mean? Like we need this. And I start trying to maintain us, but with what they seen we were doing for just us. And I'm booking shows and everything, so they're all seeing what I do. So they're just around me like, yo, who's doing all you guys? Who's doing all your video? Who's doing all your yo? You guys always got like top class work. What? Who does it? I'm like, bro, I do all of it. You know what I mean? So at that point, that's when other teams just start hiring me to pretty much facilitate stuff for their teams, like Ice T's crew. You know what I mean? They hired me. They're like, yo, bring what you do to that to over here. I'm like, okay, for sure. But doing that with them, it landed me Kendrick, YG, Compton AV. I was doing AV TV. You know what I mean? Shout outs to the homie Compton AV. We're gonna get back to that too. I was shooting for Glasses Malone with them. A lot of people. So it kind of just snowballed. Like it just kept snowballing and snowballing to the more people seen my work, the more people wanted to work with me. And then they couldn't always believe it was me because they knew me behind the mask. And then when they see me out doing business without the mask in other lanes, they were like, so that's been you the whole, you know what I mean? Like Cool Keith, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my guy. I've worked with Cool Keith for like 15 years, but
Legend.
only for like 7 years did he know that I was the conclusion. He knew me as David and he knew me as the conclusion. He didn't know they were the same person until like 7 years ago. And that's when he started bringing me on stage with him and everything. Because then he found out it was me. He was like, "You're the one in the mask?" Like, yeah. Like, bro, we've done how many shows together? You didn't know that that was me? You know what I'm saying? He hit up the homie. I directed a music video for Dennis Death, and he wanted to know who directed the video. And at this time, I had already been shooting photos for him for like 7 years. So when he seen my video work, he was like, yo, but he knew me as David, feel me? So he seen directed by the conclusion. So he goes, yo, who is the conclusion? I need him. I need him. Who's that? He told Dennis. And Dennis calls me like, David, fool, you fucking cameraman. Like, wait, David is the conclusion. He raps? Yeah. And then he already knew my video, so the homie started telling me he started imitating my rapping. Like the one that raps like this other, and he started doing. I'm like, yo, what? And he's like, bro, if you would have heard him, you would have tripped out. And I was like, that's crazy. So at that point, he was like, yo, he hit me up, called me. I woke up in the morning to his phone call. Conclusion. And he never called me conclusion. Conclusion. Yo,
Damn.
we need to work. I need you to shoot my next video. We need to do a song. He produced the first song we did together, you know what I mean? And yeah, we've been like, shit like that is just all kind of happened. Feel me? Like
Wow.
it just snowballs into each other. Like I never tried to do any of it. I was just trying to film for us.
Since we're on that subject, what does the mask mean and what does it represent to you?
All right, so when I first started doing the mask, feel me? Like I said, I got shot. So I was young. I'm like 18, and I was collecting disability for being shot. Feel me? So they told me I couldn't make bread on paper. Feel me? So I'm like, damn, it's gonna get to the point where I'm gonna make bread, but they can't know about it. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna work this? So I used to have my first mask was a plastic version, feel me? But it was one that I had since I was like five, bro, 5, 6 years old. And I just always kept that Hannibal Lecter mask, and it was real dope. So, as the years go, you know how mass production gets cheaper and cheaper, the quality, everything, feel me? So the mass production start getting cheaper in quality. So when I end up being like 18 with this plastic mask I had when I was 6, the mask is actually immaculate in quality compared to everything else.
Mm.
So you couldn't get a mask that was that good plastic. Feel me? So I start wearing it like I put it on as a joke one day, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna wear this shit on stage. They're like, no, you're not. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wear it on stage. So at first I was joking. I was just faded. And then when I said it and the homie said I wouldn't, but yeah, I will. So then I threw on the mask and the next show I went on stage with it.
Fuck yeah.
And um, so when I went on stage with it, it was a show in 2004, and I threw a backyard event, and like the Micronauts came, Black Silver the Navigator. I had Craig Malkovich on the show. Uh, DJ Razai was spinning, from Psycho Realm. He had a crew back in the days called Global City while he was doing Psycho Realm, but he was putting out Global City. So I put Damn, Fathead. Fathead was working with Cool Keith.
Oh,
So I put together this backyard show, and Black Silver came out, and this one he was in the group with the Analog Brothers with Ice T and Cool Keith. So they pull up like three Escalades in a row, all matching, and like all this shit. I was DJing parties for UCLA at the time, frat parties and shit. So I had like a whole frat party come out. We ended up having like 350 people in a backyard in Hawthorne,
damn.
and yeah, and like the Micronauts were there. You know what I mean? Like flew in from like Minnesota or wherever they're from. Like all these people, I'm like, yo, like this shit's crazy, bro. So, and we had helicopters. The cops came. The helicopters were flashing while everyone's performing. It was crazy. We built a stage. So when we did all that, that's when I knew how real it was with doing these shows. Feel me? I had already done shows, but like when I did that, I was like, yo, I brought 350 people. They all paid to get in. Feel me? So I started even pushing it further, and yeah, I just kept the mask just stuck with me. But at first, it was a joke. Second, because of the fact that I was on disability at that point, you know what I mean? And I was young, I didn't want to lose it, but I was scared. I was like, the mask could help me. Pretty much, I looked at hip hop at that point because, coming from graffiti and all that shit, I looked at hip hop as an illegal activity because you remember at that era, we're selling out the trunk, selling CDs and everything out the trunk. So that's illegal. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So the mask represented anarchy, doing like we were doing illegal hip hop. Underground hip hop is really illegal hip hop. That's what we were running, and we wanted to. At the time, our brain was on like, yo, we're gonna do a pirate radio station where we hack into the satellites and do, you know what I mean? Do pirate radio, like, because there used to be pirate radio back then on FM. So that was our whole goal, was like this anarchy push, feel me? So it was like, yo, we're gonna do that. We're gonna be the illegal. We're gonna run the illegal side of hip hop, like CDs out the trunk and the whole, you know what I mean? Like the whole anti-government, uh, corporation of it. But then it started to get deeper. The meaning got deeper as I went on. I started realizing that as like a well, I'm Mexican and Native American, feel me?
No, dope, man.
So being that, as you know, you're automatically labeled Chicano rap.
All right.
Well, no, don't matter what style you do, you're automatically labeled Chicano rap.
Because no one even notices natives. I just had my homie from the Res on last night. No one even mentions natives.
Native, exactly. I'm Apache and Yaqui,
Yeah.
but I don't want to be put in a category to, oh, you expect like Native American rap or you expect Chicano rap from me, because I don't do that. Feel me? Like
Crazy.
I don't fit in Chicano rap category. I don't fit in a Native American rap category. You know what I mean? So like I couldn't even fit in myself. You feel me? Like because they're gonna label me Chicano rap just by looking at me.
It's
So
fucked
through
up.
the mask on, and I never got labeled anything. I could do anything. Can't no one tell me what stuff. I'll do heavy metal hip hop. I'll do punk rock hip hop. I'll do hardcore hip hop. I'll do underground hip hop, boom bap. I'll talk about bitches and do some mainstream shit. You can't put a label on it. Feel me? I could do anything. So the mask ended up being that for me. It was like a race. The categories you guys want to put me in, and I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to, and you're just gonna deal with it. Feel me? Like so that's what it ended up becoming for me. But it's not why I started.
Man, that's a crazy story right there, bro. I mean, that's a custom one you got on right there. That's
Yeah,
legendary.
Yeah, all my pieces for the last so many years been custom. You see the print on it? It's like
Damn,
the paisley print. Yeah, this shit is crazy, bro. With the spikes and the shit. You know I had to go crazy with it sometimes.
that's emo
But
gangster. I'm on that emo gangster tip, dog. So that's dope as fuck. What are some of the dopest shit that you've ever filmed, like outside of hip hop?
outside of hip hop, so I recorded some jazz albums, music videos. That was fire. I mean, for most people, they would probably go with like the porn industry shit that I did. You know what I mean?
You've done it all, dog. What the fuck?
Yeah, like I got to shoot at Exotica conventions. I got to shoot at the what is like their Grammy Awards situation. The you know what I'm talking about? They be doing in Vegas. It's like their biggest awards. I forget what it's called, bro. It's some acronym, but yeah, I shot that. You know the AVNs, the Adult Video, whatever, the AVN Awards. Yeah, I shot like for that. So like, I've got to like just chill. Like, and the crazy thing is, people expect like, I mean, there was wild shit. That a bunch of the porn stars were getting naked assholes out and shit. You know what I mean? Like, shit was wild. But like, most of them are chill. Like, I was just chilling and smoking weed, and like they would want to burn. They'd be like, "Yo, can I hit that with you? Yeah, come on." We're just like chilling, burning. You know what I mean? Chopping it up. Most people are just hella cool, like regular ass people. Like, but I would say that. I mean, Fox 11 News was fire. Like, just sitting there with Christine Devine, my pops has hit me up. Even when I was with the porn stars, my pops said, "Yo, that was Alexis Texas." I'm like, "Yo, I don't know." But yeah, it was. But uh,
Did you work for? Did
I
you work?
shot for Nipsey Hussle. That was pretty fire. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to the great.
Oh, you
Yeah,
shot for Nipsey. Do you got pictures and stuff of him still?
yeah, bro. My pictures made it on Complex magazine and shit like that after he passed. Yeah, I did some shit. Trinidad James posted it all over his page. He used it a bunch of times. I took a fire picture. Uh, but yeah, I got unreleased footage of him. Drake, I got like Draco's last couple performances that he did in LA that I
Wow.
never released. You know what I mean? Because I'm not one of those people like, oh, he died. Let me put up all the stuff I got. Like,
I mean, at least copyright it and get it taken care of. You know, where you own it, and like when you do
yeah,
release it, you have a full ownership because that's
facts,
important.
facts. Ownership is everything.
Yeah, fucking, I would
Yeah,
copyright that
I think
immediately.
that stuff was, pretty fire. Outside of hip hop, though, what else? I've done some. I mean, strip clubs are always fire. You know what I mean? I worked at Deja Vu. I worked at Crazy Girls. Like that shit's like you just chilling. You know what I mean? Like you're chilling. Like I get paid to do what people pay to do. You
Mm.
know what I mean? I think that's the most fire thing. Like
What are you
people
doing?
will pay
Video work or sound for them over there?
video.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
photography and video. Yeah, I was doing like their commercials, like the Deja Vu commercials and all that type stuff. Like, so, I mean, that's all. Like, like I said, you get paid. Like when I go, anytime you ever see me in a venue, like a club, a bar, or anything like that, I'm always paid to be there. Like that's what I like the most. Like the stuff that people go and they pay to be there, but you're paid to be there. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't party because that's cool or fun. Like I have to be paid to be there, while most people are paying to just party. You know what I'm saying? Like
You
I
just
think,
picked a great job.
yeah, like I mean, that's what I just feel like that's the best part. You know what I mean? The best part of all of it is I get paid to do stuff that people would literally pay to do. You know
The
what I mean?
entertainment business is where it's at. You know, like I'm trying to get talking to entertainment lawyers and everything right now. I'm trying to get a lot
I got
situated.
you if you need a recommendation.
Oh, so you know a couple people?
Oh yeah,
What's your
yeah.
opinion on publishing?
I got the ill entertainment lawyer for you. Yeah,
Do you know anything about publishing and all that?
of course. Yeah.
Who do you go through with your publishing? Have you heard of Harry Fox and like Song Trust and all that?
Yeah, song trust. I mean, that's cool for licensing and all that. So to put out your music, distribution, um, I say go with Media Famous. You know what I mean? Yeah, so Media Famous was started by Domingo Padilla, the producer.
Okay.
He produced he was like Big Pun's producer at the starting of his career, but he's done like Eminem, Tech Nine, all the way up. But pretty much he started his own to go against like the CD Babies and all the, you know what I mean? And he does $10 a year. I mean, yeah, $10 a year, and you keep 100%, and he puts you in places. Feel me? He'll put you in front of some situate, promote you more than the average blend distro or anything like that. But Pub just, I mean, you got your own for your company, right?
No, that's what I do. That's what I'm actually trying to get my own publishing for West Coast. Like I'm gonna be my own publisher, so I'll be able to
Exactly. Yeah.
publish for
So,
people.
I went through BMI. Feel me? It's like 250. You get your company one instead of your personal one. Feel me?
No, I
And
got BMI. I hate BMI, dog. I'm fucking dealing with a lot of shit.
really,
I'm about to lawyer up on these motherfuckers, man.
why? What do you not like about BMI?
They're not. They've never sent me no money. I've
Um,
done millions of shows. I've done fucking. I'm streaming them over like 2 million a year right now, and I'm not. They're not sending me no money.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so they got their big
Did you
buildings in
did
Sunset.
did you do sound exchange and all that? You claim you know about sound exchange.
Yeah, I'm talking to Harry Fox and fucking.
So
But
you when you
I
put
thought
out your
BMI had
stuff,
my back.
when you put out your stuff, how you register everything? You register every time you perform, everything like that.
Everything, and I run everything through DistroKid, and I got two artists under my label. They're also like went viral, and they went viral at the same time. So I got two artists that went viral at the same time as me. So it's like fucking, and no money's going through, and it's telling me I have to wait like 2 years. So I'm just like
Oh,
really, really stressed the fuck out about that shit.
that's crazy. Yeah. So I'll recommend somebody offline to you. I'll send them to you that could help you with all that. That's crazy. Yeah, I never heard anyone have a problem with BMI. I think BMI is pretty good.
You know what it is? I
Um,
think it's because this new meta and all the Facebook and Instagram streams and shit. Like if someone goes viral on Instagram or Facebook or something like that with your music, it doesn't really. It's all new to them.
do
They're
you
not.
do you get your own IRSC codes?
Yeah, everything like that.
Or do you let DistroKid do it for you?
No, we get our own, right? Or what was the code again?
The IRSC code.
IRSC code. Yeah, we have all that.
But do you get them yourself? Do you register them yourself, or do you let this because DistroKid provides you with them for
Right,
free?
correct. I get
So do you
everything through
let
them.
them? Okay, so that's number one. Don't do that no more. Get your own. No, all you do is type it up and get your own. They pay for it, and then that means they get ownership of it, and they get your analytics from it. So you don't even know, like you said, you don't. It's being played here, here, here. You don't even know what you're owed. So now you have to try to figure it out. If you paid your own shit, you would know because you get tracking. So that's one. Get your
No,
own. You
it, it,
could
it, it works because I get all the tracking. It shows every single place that it's streamed. I got reports, dog. It shows per
everything.
penny, every
Word.
single country. It's third world
Well, either
countries that it's.
way, start buying those.
No, it's
Get them
Facebook. It's
yourself.
robbing. It's you got to watch out for Facebook because you click that Facebook and Instagram button, right, and it
Uh-huh.
uploads to Instagram and Facebook your music, right?
Okay.
Okay, and then somebody took the song and put it in a video and it went viral. So they're already collecting the money off these millions of streams for their ad revenue. And
Oh,
I'm
do
not.
you copyright them before putting them up?
Yeah, everything's copywritten. They know I'm the owner because it's showing the royalties in the
No,
reports.
but that's separate. It's still separate. You're letting them copyright it if you're not copywriting it through the California copyright. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Feel me? So yeah, first step. Like that. So that's part of what we're also doing with PDH Music Entertainment. Like this is pretty much consulting. Feel me? We charge consulting fee for
Nah,
this.
that's what I'm telling you. Do you know much
Yeah,
about publishing over at PDH Entertainment? What are you guys
yeah,
doing at your record label right now?
yeah. So all that as long as you see, so three things I threw up, you didn't dot your i's and cross your t's. Feel me?
Right.
So you're putting your stuff in the hands of someone else. Like you said, ownership. Feel me? you want to own your copyrights, don't let them own the copyrights for you. You do it through the state of California.
But you own your
$30 something
copyrights
dollars,
already through email.
but it's like 30. Nah, bro, don't do the old school. No, do it through the state of California legally. It costs like 30 something dollars, bro. Not a lot of money. It's like simple. You just upload it. You register
Everything's already been done already like that though. Like,
through the California, through everything, because
yeah,
you could do it multiple ways, but there's like people do it the shortcut way a lot. You know what I mean? Because like I said, all these companies, they'll do it for you. They'll tell you they'll do it for you. Like Cali Smooth right now, my boy is having an issue with that same thing. They're hitting us with copyrights on our own shit.
that's just the hacking of
Because he
Instagram.
didn't,
How they're doing it on Instagram, right?
yeah, but he didn't cross his I's and dot his, you know what I mean? He skipped a couple steps, and I'm like, bro, this is why I say don't do it without me. Because when you skip a couple steps, now it's harder for you. You could, if you had the copyrights from the state of California yourself, you just send that to them. There's no talking. This is from the state of California. This is my copyright.
I
So there's
think
no
it's
conversation.
I think it's a hacker, dog.
You got hacked?
No, I'm thinking those are hackers through the Instagram because every artist are getting those notifications for their songs right now.
Oh, see,
I
I don't
think
know what.
because Instagram and Facebook are converting over to like a YouTube ID where they could get those IDs that we get per song, and then they start uploading the revenue for those songs. I think they got overloaded through these reels and shit because that's how my song went viral, was through reels.
Real. Okay.
You know what I mean? And that was the first one, and then the next one was a YouTube video that was posted on Facebook, and then it's in a private page where I can't even find the fucking song. They won't even open it for me and shit. It's
Yeah.
insane, dog. And they said the guy's already collecting ad revenue and everything like that. And I'm like, damn. You know, is he signing my name on the check or what?
Yeah, that's great. Well, I mean, so that's again through the third party. Whoever is in control, that's Google Ads, probably AdSense. Then you know what I mean. So they're not getting notified that it's your music. They're getting notified that it's all his content. Um, Go on Sound Exchange first. Register all your songs. They'll be up there. You just type it up and it'll pop up. You got to claim it and say your percentage and all that. You got to tell them what you're getting. Feel me? They might just have your bread sitting there. They did that with Smooth. He had bread sitting. He was like, yo, why didn't I get mine? Went and finished his process and was like, yo, bomb. Now they hit him with the bread. Feel me? So
yeah, I know that's gonna happen and shit. I just wanted to know if you knew about publishing because this is a motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit more offline too.
You're like a hip hop angel, my brother. you always appear in the right times and shit.
Word.
I know. Were you working with the Fox News when you were working with Christine Divine?
No, so it was just through her.
Damn. So you still have her connections?
Huh?
You still have her connections?
Nah, not like that really.
I was about
It
to
was
say.
it was just two jobs, two times. You know what I mean? I went out. Like she still had her cameraman, but they had me shoot from a second angle, and they used my second angle during the Mac 10 scene with Skip Saylor. Feel me? She had me send it footage. But yeah, I was just the second angle on the job. I landed that through Ice-T's people because they were working with them. They were working with Mac 10 at the time with some shit. So they slid me in with Christine Divine. They were like, here, boom, boom, boom.
I was about to say, I got a 14-year-old prodigy on my hands here, dog. We got to get him on the damn news. This kid's fucking drawing NFTs and doing big things right now, dog. We can get him a news article or something.
Oh, yeah, get it. I mean, you know how the internet works, bro. Do a little story, pretty much. Film a little story on him yourself, and then send it to the news. Send it to the news people.
Damn, genius.
That's all you gotta do. Yep.
You're a smart cat, dog. What is it like running? When did you start deciding PDH was what you were gonna do? You were just gonna run your own label and take over the game like that?
PDH been the whole time, bro. You could go check the flyers in 2003. So
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, whole time. So it's been it was my like It wasn't exactly a graffiti. So we were a freestyle crew. We were a basketball team at Venice High. Feel me? And and word, yeah, I'm reading it too. So we were like basketball team at Venice High. Feel me? And we pretty much would freestyle, smoke weed and freestyle at during PE and shit, PE and fucking lunchtime, and you know what I mean. We'd just be chilling, burning. You know, we play basketball, so we were on the courts. Um, and PDH was just our crew. That was just us. Like it was just the homies. But you know, some of the homies passed, rest in peace, and you know, like one of the homies was still apart for a while, but he like does other business now, catering and stuff. So we went on just to keep it going. I just kept it going. I just kept the name going, feel me? But that was us from high school. It's like the original homies, and it just progressed.
Yeah. What was one of your first big gigs? Like, I mean, do you have any artists right now that you're working with that you
Yeah.
want to speak on?
Yep. JP Cali Smooth. You can watch him on Sling TV right now. He got a battle with Caustic. That just dropped, I think, like 2 days ago. I know on Instagram it hit 800 and some thousand views in the last 2 days. I
Oh,
forget how many it's on Sling TV, but yeah, it's pretty much going up. But he's battled a whole bunch of people. He was just in the $100,000 competition for King of the Dot. Um, he got a battle coming up, I think, this weekend in Colorado. So, tap in for that. Whoever's peeping this out, JP Cali Smooth. We actually shot a music video. I don't know if I could send you the link to play, but we just put out a video recently. It's up on Geechee Gotti's channel, The Riot. But yeah, he does a lot of stuff, bro. He's done songs with fucking Wiz Khalifa, Problem, DJ Quick, Sugar Free. He was on DJ Quick's album filming. Um,
oh,
Stuff with Rico Reckless, Bizarre from D12. Um, done a lot of work, and in the battle rap scene, he's a monster. He's killed a lot of people. A lot of famous favorite battle rappers have died by his pen.
damn! That shuts down the theory of fucking battle rappers can't get on tracks right there because that's some
Oh yeah.
honorable story right there, man.
So actually, then speaking, you just said the words honor. So we have a podcast starting up this coming month with JP Cali Smooth and Royalty, another battle rapper as well who kills it in the music.
Blessing.
And we're gonna be doing because like you just said, he's broken into both areas. So we're gonna be debuting battle rap music. Feel me? So yeah, he's gonna open up that lane. He's gonna be that person who opens those doors because he's been there. Feel me? He's charted 100 Billboard. Feel me? Like so, we're gonna open those doors for battle rappers to be able to get into music with Cali Smooth. Feel me? Because he's the face of that. He's one of the people that's crossed over the most.
And there it is. Shout out to JP Cali Smooth, man. Hopefully we get him on the podcast one of these days so we can talk about his
Yeah,
portfolio and his accolades, man.
facts, bro. That's it. That's easy.
Who else you got on the roster right now?
Royalty got a reef. Um, we got Freckles. I know you guys remember Freckles.
Are you
Freckles
are,
on
are
the
you the
team.
one that found Freckles?
Uh, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You'd have to ask her that. But yeah, I put her on a bunch of her first shows. I put her on a bunch of, you know what I mean. I opened a lot of doors. I'll say that.
I
But
always wondered how the hell she came across the Bishop Don Magic Wand, man. Oh, one day she's just sitting on the couch chilling, and she's the honey of the week.
so
She's got the song of the week.
yeah, so Freckles was actually a model in a music video I shot. Then we got her to be in another music video, and then from there, I started to know her more, and I found out she did music. So then I welcomed her to the stage, feel me, like, and started shooting music videos and everything for her. And then we start working. After a while, like it like we did a work in progress. You know what I mean? She started out and we got her better and better, sharpening her sword. We would throw her in the middle of the ciphers at the network. You know what I'm saying? You know about the network, so we would
Yeah.
throw her in with sharks sometimes. She'll be swimming with sharks, so she had to sharpen her sword. Feel me? And we after that we just started working. Like we started doing tracks together and everything, and put her on the team.
That's a superstar right there. Shout out to Freckles, man. She's got some bangers. She's got a real demeanor about her, the way she rolls, the way she rocks, man. She's a real star on the stage.
Yeah. In the
I
model
like,
world too, she's done some big shit.
yeah, in
Yeah,
the model world too.
bro. She in the model world, she's crazy with it. She if you check out Cardi B's page, she's on Cardi B's page. She's one of Cardi B's models for her clothing company. You feel me?
What? You hear that, babe? She's
Yeah,
one of
bro.
Cardi
She
B's
models for.
models right now.
Yeah, you check out Cardi B's website for her clothing company. Freckles is all over it, bro. She's in all the pictures. Like, she was on Cardi B's Instagram like a bunch. Uh, Fucking Kim Kardashian posted her on her Instagram. Freckles won't even tell you. I had to
Damn.
see it for myself. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck are you doing, bro? I just saw Kim Kardashian post you. I'm sending her a screenshot. She's like, oh yeah, filming with Kylie. I'm like, oh okay, cool. You know what I mean? But that's the Freckles, bro. She really be doing that shit. She be doing it. She be killing it with the model shit.
Yeah, you got a superstar on your team right there, man. What videos did you film that all because of you video for her?
No, damn, I forget it. Natalie.
Oh,
She's a great director. She didn't film it. She directed it. She had a cameraman though. But Natalie, yeah, did an amazing job on that video. I just did this one, Red Button. It's about to drop soon. I actually got it, but I didn't get a permission to play it, so I can't play it.
damn.
But yeah, it's a good one.
We're gonna have to get a part two, y'all. We're gonna have to get a part two with the whole PDH crew. I'll try.
Hey,
I could bring like six,
do
seven
that.
screens on here, dog, and we could chop it up with all of them at the same time.
Oh, oh, we're lit. Let's run it. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Go through the whole squad.
That's crazy as fuck, dog. You got a good thing going. So what's on your bucket list? What do you want to do with the future of the conclusion, the network, PDHD Entertainment? What's on your mind and what's in your soul right now?
Okay, so like I said, we're gonna be doing the podcast, the battle rap podcast called the Honor Roll.
Shit.
That's gonna be every week, and we're also gonna be doing another podcast I'm working on with Brent Taylor. We just had a meeting last night and closed it. So if you're familiar with the show Roast Me,
What is that?
Roast Me,
I'm not a show person, man. I never stopped working.
it's on all Deaf Digital. You know what I mean? Russell Simmons situation. Now it's on Caffeine as well.
Sick.
Um, but it's pretty much a show of like the funniest comedians. You know what I'm saying? Like roasting each other. They're like in a classroom. Dumbfounded was on there. Shout out to Romy Dumbfounded for me.
Oh,
But they're in like a classroom and they have all the best comedians just roasting. Hilarious, bro. You gotta watch it. One of my favorite shows. So I'm doing shows and Brent Taylor is like opening comedy or actually closing the network with comedy. Feel me? So I did all I knew him for a minute at that point. And one of my homies goes, "That's crazy. You're working with Brent Taylor from All Deaf Digital." And he goes, "I watch Roast Me all the time." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "The show Roast Me." I go, "No, I know what Roast Me is." I go, "Brent Taylor." And he goes, "Yeah, bro, he's on Roast Me." I'm like, "What?" I go, "No, I watch that show all the time." This fool. I'm like, "What?" So I look it up. Damn, he was bald headed on the show. He got like little dreads now. So I'm
damn.
like, "Yo, bro." So the whole time I was watching this fool like while I was chilling with him, I'm watching this show. So organically we were just working together already, and I didn't even know that was him. Like I didn't even know who I was working. He was just funny as fuck. Feel me? Like so, yeah, I didn't know who he was, bro. So now that I understood who he is, we move forward in a better way. Feel me? Like he used to pop up. It wasn't promoted. You know what I mean? He would just come to my shows. He fucked with me. He would come to my shows, and then he would just jump on the stage and do comedy after I knew he was a comedian. But I didn't even know. Like I watched this fool religiously. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So, so I was like, yo. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like the whole time, like I didn't even know who you were, fool. Like so, the fact that he was doing it like that for me for free, just coming and entertaining my crowd because he liked what I did. He liked me as a person, liked my shows. So at that point, when I knew who he was, and I understood like what he was really bringing to the table on the love, feel me? Now that I knew that, now I'm putting bread back, feel me? So now I'm
Yo,
like, okay, now I'm gonna make an all of you. I'm gonna make some money, with you, and for us. We're gonna make money moves now, like, cause I didn't know he was coming and doing it. He was almost at every show, bro. Like he was just there in the crowd. Some days he would go up and do performance. Some days he would just kick it. But I didn't even
crazy.
know. I didn't know. But I knew who he was for years. Well, I've been watching him for years. Like he's hilarious. But to me, he was just the homie who was funny that I knew as a comedian. I didn't put two and two together. I didn't know. I never seen him when he was bald headed. I only seen him with dreads.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, so I'm working with him now. We're gonna be doing a weekly comedy show in downtown LA every Thursday. It's gonna be
That's
at
what's up.
402 Studios. You can tap in with me. Um, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. We got crazy guests coming in, crazy comedian special guests. We're also gonna be doing some battle raps and some hip hop there as well. Um, shit, we could actually probably do something to where we have you come go do a live there. Feel me?
Hey man, I'm always ready to rock with you, man. You're a person I'll show up and rock with because I know it's gonna be a good, great turnout. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Hey,
so yeah, bro.
anyone
It's
watching
a,
this shit, you're a comedian, you're a rapper, you got anything going for yourself right now where you want to be seen on a stage, get at this man right here. He can make it happen for you. You know what I mean? He really is about what he says.
yeah, facts, bro. Facts.
You mind if I show your Bandcamp and your website? I got your website
Yeah.
right here.
Yep.
Boom. There it is. This is Bandcamp, y'all. Official Bandcamp of the conclusion.
Yeah. Got the merch. You know what
This
I
is the
mean?
right here.
Yeah, I'll be doing my merch game. A lot of it's sold out, though. I gotta do the new drops. I got a couple new designs and new stuff coming out.
Man, your logo's so dope. You want to talk about how you came up with that logo right there with the two mics and the mask? Who
Yeah,
did that
that's
for you?
crazy. No Can Do just called me right before, and he called my logo iconic. And I was like, yo, that's crazy, bro. Because I've always said I got a dope logo, but I never heard no one really say that. You know what I'm saying? A few times, but it don't get mentioned that much. Um, but so I didn't even have input on this logo. I'll be 1,000% with you. So my homie Ian Young, you can look him up. He's really dope. I was working with him way back in the days. He used to work for Tower Records. Feel me? So that's how far back we go. So he like built my first website and everything. And at
Fires.
first he didn't like my mask. He didn't understand it. And then one day when he came and see me perform, it clicked to him. And next thing you know, in my inbox, he sent me a logo, bro. And he was like, "What you think?" And I was like, "Yo, like you're a fucking monster, bro. You killed it." And I couldn't believe it. And he just, yeah, he hit me with that. He wasn't really, he's always been an amazing artist, talent, bro. We used to sit and have him draw on black books, and he would draw stuff that every single drawing could be a T-shirt. Like everything was fire that he did. And one day he just took it after he did my logo. Next thing you know, bro, he did the 5 footers logo, Trey D's logo, like a
Damn.
bunch. Yeah, like Trey D's cartoon character that he rocks all the time. That's him. You know what I mean? Like, but he did this for me. Like we knew each other since Tower Records was around. So like he did this when he was just an artist drawing all the time, and now he's killing it, bro. He's so mad talented. He's one of the most talented people I've ever met, hands down. Like he's crazy, painting, drawing, anything you give him, bro. Like photography, anything. When it comes to visuals, he's
Damn.
just so clean and precise. Feel me?
Man, you hear that, Jaron Draws? That's how people should be speaking of you when you're an artist in this game. You just got to put in that work and just make these people really amazed by what you do, man. That's crazy because that logo is a forever logo. Whoever goes and purchases something out of the homies merch site, I'll send you something free, autographed in the mail, and that's on
Yo,
me. You know what I mean?
yo,
So please go support the homie. The conclusion, uh, the music game. How many albums have you put out?
so it's crazy, bro. Like when it comes to my story, it's wild. So I've only put out features, believe
What?
it or not. Yeah, like I mean, I don't feel like mixtapes and none of that type, like like songs and none of that counts. Feel me? Like my first album, the week before I put it out, and we were finishing the mixing, the homie had a maid cleaning his studio. She tripped over a cord, broke the hard drive, flung the hard drive over the out the fucking thing, and it broke.
Fuck.
I had like sessions saved of like I think 8 of the songs or something.
Oh no.
And I had already been in magazines. I was in Canadian radio stations. I was being played in Europe. I did some compilations for the radio stations. So I had like radio stations in Europe playing me in Canada, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, then a bunch in LA. And I was pumping this album like crazy. Me and Warren G did a drop for our albums together, like announcing it. It was crazy, bro. I had Prince Poe on the album. Like, um, damn, I don't even remember, bro. That shit was so long ago. It was dope. Like, Rezik was on that album. Caliban was on that album. Alpha MC. I think Avatar was on that album. Yeah, but so I end up Loot Jism High Definition was on that album. I lost the whole album pretty much. Had like 7 songs or 8 songs. So I was like, do I put this out? And I was missing certain songs that I was stuck on. You know what I mean? And I'm like, do I put this out? Half of the album that was supposed to be the album, now it turned into something else. You know what I mean? And I was like, I didn't feel like I was putting out my full project that was intended, so I didn't feel like it was full. Feel me? I felt like if I put it out, it was a loss. Like, because people they're gonna judge it for what it is and not what it was. So I
Mm.
ended up just scrapping it. Like I never put nothing out. That was the No Deal, the Origin album, and like that album, bro. Like Tech Nine's artist who does his album covers, all his drawings, his artwork, all the like crazy characters he has. Um, Matt Wolseley or something, Matt Wolseley, something like that. Um, but he's Tech Nine's guy, bro. He did my album cover at the time for free. He was a fan of my work. He
Shit.
did it for free, bro. But he, at that time, in MySpace days, for some reason, because of the mask, they, like the Juggalos, fucked with. You feel me? Like, so I was getting a lot of like certain songs that had like Devil's Doorway. They fucked with it because it was like heavy metal hip hop. So they
Sick.
were coming to me, and through that, he became a fan and made the artwork. So I was so hyped on putting that album out, lost it. So the next thing I come up to, I don't even remember the album name at this point. I had like 2 mixtapes and the album I was dropping all at the same time. The homie, I ain't even gonna say who, got married to this girl. We set up the studio. She knew business really well, so she was running a lot of businesses. So she put the business in her name with them. And they got into it, bro. One day, all of the studio stuff's gone. We lost all the album, everything, like a lot of people's albums. A lot of people you listen to their albums that didn't come out happened that way.
Shit.
That's just one studio. And yeah, this girl wiped all the hard drives and everything. So that was my second album, and my next two mixtapes that I had at that time. Lost all that, and since then, like I had a lot of things happen. Like I was fighting a case, feel me. So for 6 years, I couldn't put nothing out. It was like a major manslaughter situation, feel me. So I
Damn.
couldn't put nothing out. So for 6 years, my lawyers telling me don't put nothing out, don't do nothing. So that's why I really went heavy with the shows and the video directing and all that. It was like everything was on pause, feel me. So I'm sitting on so much work, bro, but I can't release much. You know what I'm saying? I got like I'm sitting on probably 12 music videos. Feel me? I got like 6 songs with Cool Keith, like all kind of stuff. But I'm just sitting on it for now. Feel me? Um, but um, what I do have coming, like we're gonna be dropping more singles and features. Like I'm on right now. What stuff that's out is like I'm on Aguilar's, a couple of Aguilar's albums, feel me, and a couple times like I'm on multiple songs on certain albums, stuff like that.
That's dope.
I think there's like 11 songs or something of me out. But then, so another album I had was Eternal Resistance, feel me. Now this was me, Chisholm High Definition, General Jihad, DJ Desai. We did
Heavy
all
hitters, man.
heavy hitters. So peep our features: Phoenix Orion, Self Jupiter, LA Cool. Uh, who else was on that album? Papa Chief from Brooklyn Zoo. Uh, damn. Well, that album solid. So we shot 3 music videos in New York for it. We flew all the way to New York. We had another music video in LA.
Damn.
Um, we did photo shoots. We did the whole run for it. We were ready to put it all out. We were in talks with a certain company. I ain't gonna put names out, but a certain company were Wu Tang affiliates. You know what I mean? And one of our artists signed a deal with them, and me and Jism didn't. I had um, my lawyer show up, and I wasn't given the paperwork at that point. And well, they emailed it to me, but I wanted it in physical. Feel me? So when they showed up, but but the person who was in charge didn't show up. I was told they were, but they didn't show up. Feel me?
Yeah.
Now, so I ain't gonna put it on them. But the person in between told us they were gonna be there, so I had my entertainment lawyer show up. He was out of New York at that time, so it was perfect. So I had him show up, and they wanted us to sign, and I got the contract still, but in the contract it wasn't specified dates, it wasn't specified situations. You know, it was like we'll put you on tour with a member of Wu Tang, but like who? Because we know how Wu Tang is.
A lot of
You could go all the way down the list and put us on with somebody. I ain't gonna throw people out, but put us on somebody lower in the chambers than someone higher, or at least a decent level in the chambers. Feel me?
right.
So
Make it worthwhile.
yeah, I wanted certain things specified, like what was going on. And at this time, this was pre the Wu Tang TV show. So at this time, what was on the table was actually an ODB movie, and it was supposed to be Eddie Griffin. Feel me? So I'm privy of all this information. So I wanted to guarantee that we were going to be on that soundtrack. So I wanted my lawyer to redraw up the contracts with certain stipulations on our behalf and protect us. Feel me? Because I'm not a dummy. Like, so I wanted dates. When were we going to get a tour? And if we don't get a tour by, what's the problem? What is going to be that? What's going to resolve that? Because I don't want to waste my time. My time got to be money. If I'm assigned, I need to know what I'm signing to. Feel
Right.
me? Specified. I don't want just promises with no specifications. Feel me? I want it all in writing. So I just wanted the terms drawn out in our favor to protect us. So that was my whole situation because I liked what was said. I liked everything that was said. I wasn't going to take everything that was said because there was a lot of we'll pay for your tour, your hotels, your room, your boarding, your food. That's all nice, but that comes out of recoup. Feel me? And so if the label pays for it, that means they recoup, but that means it's also their write off.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? I'm not stupid. So to me, I would rather you give me that money. Let me pay for my own hotels, boarding, travel, food, because that's my write off. If I'm gonna pay you back, that's my write off. So I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna sign like something that I'm smarter than. Feel me? So I knew what the situation was. They're gonna try to put money in us, which they want that money back, but they also get all the write offs. They get all the, and we got to pay all the taxes.
Damn.
See what I'm saying? And you get no, you don't get that write offs the same. You could write off your clothes that you buy yourself out of your money. You could write off your situations that you're paying for to do what you're doing to work. But they're writing off your hotel, your travel, your plane ticket, your whatever. Like, so no, I knew the game. So I'm like, yo, I need all that worked out to. I'm gonna need advances. I don't need you to pay for me. I'll pay for it. I want to have control of what I'm paying. Because then they could throw you in the highest priced hotel or whatever they want to, and you owe them. There's no, they're gonna get that in recoup. Feel me? So we didn't sign the deal. Me and Jism and DJ Desai. We turn around one day. I get tagged in a post from Spain. Now this is not the same company that we were in conversations with. This is now another company under the Wu Tang umbrella. Feel me? They put out a lot of the Wu Tang. Like we were on there with all the Wu Tang. So I get tagged in a post. It's from a Spain blog company. Feel me? We then put. I don't even know Spanish. I gotta go get someone else to translate. What are they talking about? What are they saying about me? What's going on?
Right.
We put out an album under this Wu Tang umbrella. Feel me? That has been shelved by another. There's according to what I read on the internet. This is this was a album that was shelved by a previous Wu Tang company for unknown reasons. The reasons weren't unknown. We didn't sign the contract. We just wanted to change the contract, but we weren't given that option at that time. And
Jesus.
the person in charge didn't meet with us. So I didn't want to talk to anyone else. You know what I mean? They're saying no, but they put me here in this spot of representation. No, I know the person who is in charge. I've dealt a lot of business with them. I know them personally. I got their phone number. Why weren't they here? You told me they were going to be here. And
Damn.
it was like, you know what I mean? So, and then when I talked to that person, they were never even told about this meeting. So, but they were all on board with us. They were on board with us. They loved the album. They rocked with us. They really, I still rock with them. But the in between was the mess up. So that in between person sold our album to this other Wu Tang company, saying they had the rights to do it. Crazy shit is, bro. They didn't even have the real album. They had a CD burn that we gave them. Feel me? We
Damn.
still have the music videos, the photography, the album cover was changed. You know what I'm saying? You could go look that album up. I was actually gonna buy it the other day just to have it, but it's like $26 now. I posted a post before. They were selling the album. They sold out of them. They were going for 100 and something, like $200, $170 or something crazy. That's what the company sold them for after we hit them with a cease and desist.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. So that kind of stagnated our move. Album we worked on a lot, and we were gonna push real hard. It pushed me and Jism back into like a weird position that, It was like, yo, what the fuck do we do now? Like, how do we put this out? Now they copywrote it. We didn't send it into California copyrights yet because we weren't planning to push. No one had the album but the members. Feel me? So then yeah, bro. So shit got real sloppy.
You
So
see how shit goes. You see how you youngsters watching this shit. This this music shit isn't what it all cracks up to be, and there is a lot of bumps and bruises along the way.
bro, it's so you can imagine the stumbles on all these stumbles. It's been the craziest. Like, I have one of the craziest situations probably in hip hop when it comes to releasing the music. It's almost like a curse. Feel me? Like, my next album, if I put one out, you want to know the other one? So in between, while I'm running doing dealing this case, it was a 4 year case. Now it's still in civil. Feel me? So it was a 4 year case I'm fighting. I had a lawyer up after lawyer up. I doubled up and came at them. Feel me?
Right.
Um, because they were on some bullshit. So I so after all the case and all this stuff and all this fighting, you know what I mean? While I'm going through that, our studio burned down.
Oh my god.
So it was on the news and everything. It was big. Crondon had his studio there at the same time. So allegedly, from the story I heard, um, some dudes came through, bangers filming, and they went to one of the other studios in that building and tried to get a female rapper put on, and they were pressing this producer. And from what I heard, she wasn't that good or whatever. So he wasn't trying to push her, and he was like a big producer. So it was like you're telling him to do something that's out of his time, like he's gonna lose money. You know what I'm saying? So they came back allegedly, put gasoline on his door and lit it on fire.
Son of a bitch.
And I heard two people died or three people died or something. I'm gonna get all this the news reports and everything because we still have that album. So this is how it went though. So that got burned down. The whole place starts burning because they lit this studio on fire. The whole building catching fire. Feel me? So it's like 5 in the morning. So you know how it is in studios. People, producers, be working till 2, 3 in the morning, passed out on the couch.
Jamming.
So my producer at the time was working on our album. He passed out on the couch around 2:33. He's knocked out. Fires, fires lit.
Oh my god.
Some guy he's never met. He said he never met this guy. Came and banged on the door and said, "Out!" He's banging on all the doors. Fire! Fire! Everybody out! And people are running out. Wakes up. He's out of it. He just gets up and runs out. Fire! He's outside. And he's like, "Fuck, bro! All my music's in there."
Oh my god.
He wraps his T-shirt around his face, runs back in. They're telling him, "No, no, don't go in." He's like, "Fuck that! I'm risking it." He runs into the fire, bro. Runs into the studio. He said he just stayed low, ran into the studio, grabbed the hard drives and the Mac Mini and just what he could grab, and ran out. And he just got the music, but the mics, the turntables, everything, all the beat
Oh.
machines, everything is in there. The racks gone. Feel me? But he saves the music. But at this time, I'm fighting this case, so I can't put it out. But on top of it, we just went through the situation, and he went really religious. Like, you know what I mean? He like kind of isn't even in the music now.
Mm.
But to do this, to put that project out now, being what it is, it's gonna be bigger than what it was. Feel me? And I was rolling it out to be big. Cool Keith's on that album. Like, it's some dope music. It's different from anything I've done.
Yeah.
So it was like to release this album now. Now I have to do because people died in this fire. My homie risked his life to get this music. Feel me? So like to put this out now, I'm gonna put together a documentary behind it
That's right.
and show how what he did to risk his life to get that music. Feel me? Because it's not right. People died, studios burned, everything gone. You know what I mean? So even putting this album out, it's like a bittersweet. You know what I mean? Like it almost don't feel like a victory because it's like it was a loss to put this album out. Feel me?
Do you have a title for the record yet, or are you gonna call that bittersweet would be sick as fuck right there?
It's either gonna be because the studio was on um, Coanga and Lancashire. Feel me? So I think it's gonna be lounging on Lancashire, and the studio is gonna be behind. I got the characters. I got the artwork pretty much done. It's, have you seen the baby conclusion that I have?
Yep.
So the baby conclusion drawing, but it's a different drawing. He's standing, smoking a blunt, I think, and he has a girl next to him, a baby girl. It's the homegirl Kat, who is one of the features on the album, and she's holding a bag of bread, and the studio's behind her, and it's on fire. It's not behind us on fire,
Oh
feel me?
shit.
And you're gonna see the street signs saying Lancashire and Coanga. Um, so I was thinking either cooling on Coanga or lounging on Lancashire, but I'm pretty much probably gonna go with lounging on Lancashire.
Damn.
Um, but yeah, that's what the concept and the thing. But like I said, to do it, I have to put because a lot of people recorded there. Feel me? Like we recorded the Network's album as well there, which that's why it never came out because the fire. So Cholo Cinco recorded there. Cool Keith recorded there. Cool Keith recorded his song with Rascas there. Feel me? Like um, we recorded who like Mr. CR, God Reef, who else? Um, Phoenix Orion, Jism High Definition, Wasted Knowledge, um, like a whole bunch of C's in that building. At one time, there was like 16 people, and we had a whole cipher going on outside while people were recording, and we were just rotating artists. Like we were doing like 6, 8 songs a day, like crazy work, um, and all that stuff. Like when that fire happened, it just, you know what I mean. We weren't linking. We didn't have that place to link up now. We didn't have that. Like everything got just so messed up. It was like, yo, what do we? How do we move forward? And I'm fighting the case. So I was like, not even in the right mind state. You know what I mean to deal with all of that. So it was like, it was like crazy, bro. So I just like a lot of people didn't even know what I was going through, but I was fighting. You know what I mean? I was fighting to keep fighting. It was crazy. Yeah, it was
Oh
crazy.
man, I can see that shit in your eyes, dog. That's some crazy shit right there, man. It seems like
Yeah, bro.
one disaster after another disaster just kept hitting you, dog. But like I said, you're a strong
Man,
man, G.
that shit was it was crazy times, bro. It was crazy times. Most
Crazy.
definitely.
Uh, well, when that album comes out, we'll all get together. We'll lounge on Lancashire. We'll have like a day where anyone who's down to come out and lounge on Lancashire, you know, what I mean, that'll be the
Um,
promo of the record.
yeah,
Okay.
so what I'm gonna do is when we put it out, because behind that record, every single every single song has a drawing to it. So we were gonna do a whole art show. It was gonna be an art show when we put it out. Um, but now it's gonna be art show documentary release. Feel me? So yeah, I'm gonna play the documentary before the songs get played, so people can understand what happened to get these songs here. You know what I mean? The homie had to risk his life to do that for anyone to hear anything that gets played. So that's why like we never really play that music. We don't play it because like what he did, it's crazy. Feel me? Like that fool really ran in fire.
No, that's crazy as fuck. I want to
Like
see that shit
who the
remade.
fuck does that? Shout outs to Sound Dispenser. You feel me? I
But
feel
Still, the respect better run in his motherfucking house to get my shit. If a fire ever breaks out, I want my music saved immediately.
bro, running the flames, dude.
A lot of time. I mean, I know what it's like to make a song. Those are hours and hours and hours of work, dog, and people taking time out of their day, leaving their families behind. And that's just a lot of craziness behind those studio sessions.
Bro, I've lost over 500 songs in my career. Lost. I got like, I got like some rough bounces and shit, but like shit that I'll never put out. You know what I mean? Even some of the stuff that's on Bandcamp, whatever Bandcamp, uh, even some of that stuff, it's some of those songs. Like just certain ones, I was like, fuck it, I'll let it go. Fuck it, I'll let it go.
Do you want to show off anything off your YouTube channel?
Yeah, let's show. Go to JP Cali Smooth. Yeah, that one right there. The what if I never did drugs? The second one. Yep.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna run this right now. This is PDH Entertainment, JP Cali Smooth. What if I never did drugs? Produced by Tay Walker, y'all.
What if I never did? What if I never did drugs? What if I never did? True story. What if I never did drugs? I'd be a scientist, maybe a psychologist. Wouldn't be this mental patient, I'm just stating the obvious. And I'd be way closer to changing the world if I could give back the moments that I gave to the world. Like me being sloppy drunk, parties where I'm talking tough. Liquor bring the courage, so I'm nervous when the bottle's shut. Screaming bottles up, then fall in the cut. You meet a whole different Cali when you talk to me drunk. Sparking the blunt, feel safe when I'm back in my comfort zone. If I could have that substance, baby, I could spend months alone. It's sad life. People take concern for it to come down. Looking in the mirror is the worst part. I learned hard lessons, lost a lot of homies. I burnt a lot of bridges, never know where they was going. I lost a lot of women, spending most nights lonely. Got me thinking if I wasn't dark, maybe I'd be never did drugs. What if I never did drugs? What if I never did drugs? What if I never did drugs? What if I never did? I'd be a millionaire, at least a couple 100,000. Bought my family cribs, at least a couple private houses. I wouldn't know my friends, I would go to different parties. I wouldn't have got jumped OT when them niggas caught me. I would have different hobbies, y'all probably think I'm a goner. I would have a different mindset, I owe the change to my mama. I owe the change to my sister, I owe the change to my niece. I wanna hear him screaming, Cali, please rest in peace. If I never hit that bottle, I don't know who they know. If I never hit a blunt, my lungs would be Usain Bolt's. I'd be way closer to family and tripled up in my savings. Maybe if I write this song, force me to change it. If I never did drugs. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror sometimes. Problems are surrounding you. Maybe you're the problem. If I never did drugs. What if I never did drugs? 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 What if I never did?
That's crazy as fuck right there. You did that video for him?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was some of the message.
We need more lyricists out there just like that, man. That got something to say.
Yeah. You want to play another one from the page?
Yeah, let me see real quick. Where's Jaren at? Go back. It's not going back to the damn. Oh, here we go. I got it. Boom. We're in the game. All right. Which one do you want to run?
Run that Deuce Sims one at the end.
Juice and Money?
Yeah, Deuce Sims Uh, Light Up.
Oh yeah, let's run it. Light it up, y'all.
Who I was, I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. I remember who I was, I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from.
It's the loyalty, disloyalty. Been with this shit, toiletry. Beef with Crips warrior. I keep a sick Sawyer in the mix, culinary. My whip game legendary. Mix cocaine with that cocaine. Profits necessary. Never snitch. While kids get seduced by Miss Piggy. Say my Merca trill nigga wearing some skinnies. Claim real. Have you ever faced the L for a body? You know you didn't kill and didn't squill on anybody. Have your shirt been stained by the blood of homie slain? Niggas you play ball with, try imagining my pain. 10 weights, your man mom fingers you to blame. Sin without your influence, her son that never bang.
Remember who I was, I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. I remember who I was, I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from.
I suffer physical abuse. I'm no stranger to violence. Hung my forefathers on nooses. Cops harass without conscience. Fuck them bastards. Racial profile. Racial tensions arising. Not just SoCal. The Bay, Missouri. All protests. Where we go now. Lost hope. Find evidence suggests our children's education's inferior. Rich kids get the best. Might sound bitter. Truth is, all I want is success. For Junior and my sister kids. Sacrifice my last breath. Seeking progress and change. Maybe a permanent address. They'll call home knowing that worse. They have a workplace of west. Is it wrong being black or being born with less into a dysfunctional family? Bloodlines a train wreck.
Remember who I was, I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. I remember who I was, I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from. it lighter. You feel where I'm coming from.
Hey, let me hear that second verse.
How the hell did you get that bullet shot?
That was post work. I did it in post. But yeah, that was Deuce Sims. He's also part of PDH Music Entertainment, but he has active chucks. He has his own shit as well for me. But yeah, he a real one, but in all sense and forms of the word, real one. He really a real one. Uh, he's on the team. After party's on the team. Feel me? A secret weapon out of Bristol, I believe. I would say London, but yeah, my boy out the UK, AP on the keys. Feel me? That's our secret weapon. He the most monster producer out right now, bro. Watch all this new shit.
Any more you want to run real quick?
Uh, yeah, let's run the. You click to the side. Let's see what else it is. What else is on there? Since we're talking about different music that's not hip hop, let's go ahead and run that Casworthy.
We're gonna run it. Cat So Worthy Belt Notch, y'all. Official music video. All these music videos are filmed by The Conclusion, the man on the show right now. You want to work with them, hit him up after the show. He can make it happen. He's the man with the plan in his hand.
Don't want to be your bad notch. Just want to get my dance off. I'm thinking this, I can't stop it. Pulling my pants off. Don't want to be your bad notch. Just want to get my dance off. She couldn't keep her hands off me. Don't want to be your bad notch. Just want to get my dance off. Come on, let's get your hands off, baby. Don't want to be your bad notch. Just want to get my dance off. I'm thinking this, I can't stop it. Don't want to be your bad notch. Just want to get my dance off.
She couldn't keep her hands off me. Don't want to be a bad bitch. Don't want to be a bad bitch. Don't want to be a bad bitch, baby.
Yeah. I like that one a lot, dog. That was a fucking hitter.
Yeah, you said different, something outside of hip hop. So I'm like, oh, that's the one outside.
That gave me that 90s like Sade, Madonna feel right there.
Word. Yeah, they play all of that, bro. It's all original. The beat. They're signed to some label in London. I forget. When they drop, we got a lot of promo on that. Like same label as the Roots, I believe. That they're on now.
And these people just hit you up out of the blue saying they need you to do the work for them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not one of those people that really go out like trying to get work like that. Like I've always been called for my work.
It's always word of mouth.
Or it's the internet.
Man, bro, you got those angles and the motherfucking graphics. I was just telling my girl I want to be able to hold
That's some, bro. You want to play another one?
Yeah.
The volume 10 one? Oh, you know what? Okay, man. So yeah, there's different ones. Okay, so that volume 10 one's green screen and animation at the same time. That's some crazy stuff you want to see, a different type of work. But then another one that's crazy, I think go hit that side button. Let's go to M dot. Oh, we got to go to view more.
Okay, let's go to videos.
Yeah. No, because it's not on go to playlist. Okay, let's just click on that playlist, that music playlist. Go back to home.
Okay.
No.
Church.
Yeah, go click on music production.
Let's see real quick.
Like the playlist, up above Gotta Reef's video. Yeah.
Oh.
And roll down to right there. M. Taylor, Ice-T, AD, Glass Malone.
Damn. So all right, y'all. We're running all his music videos right now. These are some fucking hitters. This is the conclusion. He's out of Los Angeles, California. This man is a beast. This right here has some heavy hitters like Ice-T, AD, Glasses Malone. Man, you've worked with some big people in the game, dog. Salute to you for this. We're gonna run it.
Hey,
tap in with the conclusion.
Show these motherfuckers what's missing in hip hop.
Yeah, if you turn up to the max, tap in. I rap and ship, you get the pack on. Detroit, like to make that money stack on. Atlanta, if you ain't scared to pull strap on. New York, if you turn up to the max, Kentucky, I rap and ship, you get the pack on. Miami, like to make that money stack on. Louisiana, if you ain't scared to pull the strap on.
Rocking my shows, stacking this dope, smoking on drugs, making these plays. Now I got pros all over the globe. Feel like wherever I go, I get the love for the low. What they doing the most? Say tapping in with all of my hitters, cause they all over the coast. Fresh off the plane, tapping with him, Betty pull up in the bench, feeling like oops. All of my friends, dead presidents, out of Japan. Me and my mans, running through me, all that I need. Family, money, some weed, pussy and bottles of him. You want the fame? I want you alone. Stay on your word, stay in your lane. You can do both, one of a kind. Probably the reason these bad bitches want to give me the throat. Dex and Calvin raised up in Detroit, nigga, with them choppers of blow. Tapping in with my brother that's locked in the pace. He told me stay away from suckers with no dividends. Shaking fools, stacking blue face Benjamins on Fox 11 News in the studio with Mac 10.
You get the pack on.
Detroit,
like to make that money stack on.
Atlanta,
New York, turn to the max. Kentucky, ship you get the pack. Miami, Louisiana.
Philly, tap in, no cow, the ball, I let the back in. In the glove, couple models in the back end. I want to do the rest of the racks in. Back in, no pat down, boy, I got the strap in. Carry right around the city with a Mac 10. West Coast, I'm a new version of Mac 10. It ain't about the money, I won't even show it. I done told my ex bitch I was gonna blow it. That a bitch straight salty cause my fucking glow up. Hating niggas, I won't let them hit my fucking roller. I went from a Nissan to a fucking Benzo. Now with the Snoop and we smoking in the presidential, everything man fuck a rental. To be in the hood, my homies got extended. Let me slow it down for a minute, I'm that nigga. If he run his mouth, I'm gonna tell him, pull that trick. I had holes on my shirt, side was triple X. Gotta say this, RIP to triple X.
If you turn up to the max, tap in. Cali, ship you get the pack. Detroit, like to make that money stack. Atlanta, New York, if you turn up to the max, Kentucky, ship you get the pack. Miami, Louisiana, tap in.
When you land on that plane, better tap it. If you want to keep your chain, better tap it. Don't want no pistol at your bride, better tap it. See at the kite, baby, we about that action. Ain't no action when I speak it on the plug. Before these bars, look, all I knew was drugs. All I knew was plus. All I knew was cuz. We fail, snap a bottle out the motherfucking jar. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, that got a chain. Picture of success for the ghetto, you can fry. Feds in the tennis, then I can never say. I'm out the kitchen cause I can't stand the flame. Red 4, you know I took it off the frame. Would've got the put, but you lie. You never been put on what you claim. You a pussy boy, I put that on the game.
Baltimore, Texas.
Oh, this is one with the next.
Man, dog, let me tell you this real quick. What just happened?
It just went into the next because now we're on a playlist, feel me?
Nah, the fucking YouTube just suspended the whole damn stream right now for a violation somehow.
Oh, because someone else's music's being played?
No, I don't know what it was. It must have been something in that video that offended them. It was a copyright or something.
Gotta be the copy. Yeah, so it's someone's music being played, the audio. So you can't play content?
We're under attack, y'all. I've never had this problem before. YouTube, we apologize. My boy does own all rights to the video work. We're just showing off his property. That is crazy, yo. We're still streaming on Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram and all that still, but just YouTube shut down on us.
That's crazy.
Us artists are under attack right now, man. I don't know what. I'm having nightmares at night. I feel like this shit's crazy, yo.
We had strikes on our own stuff recently. Well, it wasn't on our channel, though. That's why. But it was a channel we gave permission to put the video out, and they hit them with it. We're like, yo, we gave them permission. What do you mean?
Yeah, man. I've been hit with that's why when you said that copyright shit, I was like, man, I got hit with like 13 of them so far that they're taking down my music off YouTube, and I have to send all these appeals and shit. I'm like, man, this is a nightmare.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then they don't protect you on times like you said. Someone took your stuff and went viral. What was the protection?
They say they know where it's at, but they can't show me. I'm like, what the fuck? You better show me where my music's at.
My music. That's crazy.
They pinpointed the motherfucker, but they can't show me. Yeah, we're in a cold world, man. But I appreciate you for getting on the show tonight, man. That kind of was discouraging. I gotta re-upload this whole damn thing to YouTube right now. So,
you better cut out the videos.
Yeah, my apologies to everyone that was watching the show and got cut off on YouTube, but we still live on Facebook and Twitch and all that. Shout out to everyone on Twitch and Facebook.
That's dope. So this is the situation, right? StreamYard. Yeah, that's dope.
Oh shit! YouTube gave me it back. Maybe my apology worked.
When you said, you were like, nah, it's actually his videos. They're
Yeah,
like,
it
oh,
really is his. It is really his work. This is the conclusion. David Massey,
yeah,
government
my
name.
name was on every video.
I am Nicholas Havens, and I do apologize, YouTube, Google, everybody involved in this situation. I really love you guys. I appreciate this platform you allow me to speak on, and this is a good person that I'm rocking with, and he really is a hard worker and deserves his flowers and his shine on the platform. Any shout outs you want to give tonight, David? Conclusion?
Shout out to the camp, PDH Music Entertainment, AP on the keys, you know what I mean, the producer, After Party, our other producer, as well as a rapper, JP Cali Smooth, MIE, Got a Reef, FEMA Camp, Royalty, shout outs to Clutch, you know what I mean? Clutch been coming through, getting on tracks with the team for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's been dope. Shout out to you guys, you know what I mean? Shout out to you, let me through. You know what I mean? Active.
I wanted to say this after the homies video, dog. That JP Cali Smooth really has something going, dog. He could be a fucking huge entity in this hip hop community.
Bro, man, check out his battle raps after this. Feel me? He's crazy, bro.
He needs to be working with the best of them.
He's worked with a lot of people though. I'm telling you, like Anderson .Paak. Feel me? Like he got songs with Anderson .Paak, Dom Kennedy, like.
Yeah, see, he needs to be up there with them.
He got a couple tracks with Problem, like, you know what I mean. He's done this shit, but yeah, he needs a lot more. Definitely, he's earned it. But we've been in some places and some situations. I ain't gonna throw names out there, but some people have come to us when we were in the room with him that are pretty high up on that chain, and fucked with him, and they were like, "Yo, I'll fuck with you. Like, I'll do a track with you." We're like, "Yo, that's crazy." You know what I mean? So yeah, when times land, we don't push anything, you know what I mean? But it's been put on the table a few times by some real big people recently that are I guess looking forward to working with him. Feel me? Like they seen his work.
Oh, it's dope as fuck, man. And you as well, man. You got that video work, man. I'm interested. You know what I mean? Like, and if anybody needs to get at the homie immediately. We're going into a recession. Motherfuckers need to work. People need to put out their music now immediately before the entertainment. It looks like the entertainment's under attack by Mars or Jupiter or some other place outside. I feel like satellites are attacking our music, dog. And I love these platforms, but that's crazy what just happened right now. I feel like I'm being watched right now.
So it turned off and went back on?
Turned off and went back on right after the apology.
That's crazy. That's crazy. They're really watching this shit.
They heard the sincereness in my voice, man. They know I really love this hip hop shit, and I get big people on my platform all the time, and it's like, man, I just got to really rock with it. I playing their music. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm taking somebody's shit that I don't know.
Fact.
Man, I got
that's crazy. I wanted to send you this other video by the homie Revolt. We just did this video, but you guys can check it out when it's released. You know what I mean? It's dope. Like, we got some dope videos that are about to drop. We did some different shit, some different lanes with it. We got in bags. Some crazy stuff coming.
Hey, there it is. When it drops, I'll post it on my Instagram for everybody to rock. Or if anything, I'll play it on a commercial right here on somebody's show. It don't even matter whose show it is. I'll rock it on a commercial.
Fair enough. Yeah, let's relink though. Like you said, let's get the team on. I'll bring Cali Smooth, Freckles. You know what I mean? I'll bring the whole team. Royalty. I'll bring everybody on. And yeah, Got a Reef. You know what I mean? We'll get everybody up in here.
Hell yeah. Have Cool Keith call in, dog. Do a little drop for us or something. You know what I mean? That'd be sick.
It was crazy. We streamed, I forget what, Zoom, I guess it was, like when the pandemic hit. And I did a birthday stream because it was like we did the network live. We were playing beats and ciphering. And Cool Keith called in and someone in the thing didn't really understand. I kept trying to mute him. And they kept talking over him, and like, you know, it was like I kept turning off their mic and they kept turning it back on. I'm turning it off, trying to let Cool Keith talk. And it was him and his wife, and they're sitting there on the phone, bro. I was like, bro, shut up. And we couldn't even hear Cool Keith. He just kept yelling and yelling and yelling. But it was like so many people in that chat. So when he jumped on, like everyone started yelling and going crazy. Like everyone was screaming, but he was sitting there trying to talk, and no one could let him talk. Oh, mute, 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 mute. That shit was crazy.
Nah, maybe we get him to call in on the part 2 with the PDHD and the team, man. You know,
Yeah.
make that a
So
real
that's what
legendary
it
moment.
is. It's a call-in situation.
Yeah, the number's on the screen. Anybody can call in any moment. I'm right here on the Bluetooth. I could hit the answer and we could talk to him, chop it up.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yep.
I would have said that. I didn't know. I didn't know about all that. I would have put that in the situation on Instagram. We'll do that definitely. Let's do that on the next one. Yeah, we'll do the call-in for sure.
No, but this was a great interview, and I'm glad I got you on here, man. I know you're a busy man, and this was a long conversation, a lot of game, a lot of knowledge, a lot of stories. I was really excited about this. This is a good episode right here, my brother. I really appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Let's get that number 2 soon, though, man. Let's link up soon. Lunch is on me, man. Wherever you like to eat, we'll get it in, and we'll talk about some more business and stuff like that, Doug. 'Cause I want to work with you. Summertime's here.
I'm a vegetarian, so be ready.
Hey, so's my lady. We're gonna get it.
The Hannibal the Cannibal's actually vegetarian.
I'll bring a little bit of meat in my pocket or something. So I can put it on top of the
salad. Right. For sure. All right, bro. Well, yeah.
Appreciate it. Conclusion.
All right.
Latro.